Well, we got a forum in here to talk.
We can't, oh, we can't, you're right.
We're just sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah, I noticed that she,
We're gonna turn the mics on so that they're
I
on.
wish she was on the phone having a serious talk.
I think she's trying to avoid coming in and me pointing out that she's got a dirty car.
Don't look at our car then.
Well, I'm just saying,
We went and met some friends of ours in military days down in the Orange Beach, down Gulf Shores direction.
Mhm.
About 3 or 4 days. And they've got a car that's 1 year younger than ours. Older. They didn't happen to get ready to leave. Like, you need a car. And everybody.
you know,
We do. We're on a trip. I do.
I'm a neat car freak, and when the kids were growing up in the backseat, they would make a tornado out of it. So I remember what I did is I said, look guys, I'm gonna pay you guys each, they were like, I'll pay you each $1. I really went back in the back of the car. That car was never so spotless because they didn't want to have to clean up much. So they vacuumed, taken 30 seconds and made $1, you know? And it was like, I like this. Ooh. Anything else you're looking at? I don't know what's that, you know,
There's a whole slew of stuff. Yeah, I was really surprised that they have 5 and they got it to you guys.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with
Look at
that.
the drawings, it's like, well, how the heck did they get these drawings for you guys?
Yeah, no, they didn't get it from outside, and we have to, we have to.
Hang on.
If you could tell me what you're looking at, and I can find out.
You're like, good seeing.
Hey, Chief, good to see you.
Don't get up, you gotta go a long ways up there.
Good to see
Good to see you guys.
Can you tell me what you're looking at, and I can tell you if it's a good person to work with or not, at least.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I mean. We've got a bunch of big stuff going too, and a bunch of weird little stuff. Here comes Brenda.
On the centuries for the street, all pushing up there. I think it's all 12 years between my street and there. Like, nice lazy.
Yeah, we're starting to force.
West of there.
Yeah, yeah, they're all starting
So
to.
nice, like 8:45.
Yeah, there's some good stuff.
How many days till summer?
Don't sit over that.
Yes.
What, how are you? Brenda, what a pleasure to see you today. All right, are we,
In a while.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
we good to go? At 6 o'clock, let's call the February 12th, 2025 Community Development Corporation meeting to order. Do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If there's no public participation. We'll go to the regular items. Consider approval of the December 11th, 2024 Bartonville Community Development Corporation regular meeting minutes. Discussion.
So
I
Make a
said,
motion to approve for the seconds. Motion approved. to approve the meeting. Discuss and consider items needed by Chance and Printing for the marketing magazine project, including editorial content.
doesn't look like our directors are here, so I will update you. We have received a couple of ads to look at to see. Doesn't look like the directors are here, so we have received a couple of ads. Sorry about that feedback. They had sent over a few sample ads Their biggest thing is, Director Burris has been filling in the business directory that we need for the, spreadsheet and get all the information. Looks like there's probably gonna be around 90 businesses. And if we did quarter page ads for everyone, that's gonna be about 27 pages. Out of our 32 that we've scheduled for, so let's leave us very few pages for editorial content. They did tell me if we had 27 pages of editorial content in the last magazine. And if we wanted to do the same, we would have to go up to 52 pages. And that would be an additional printing only cost of $14.
No,
How about if we go ahead and reduce it to a third page for the,
Yeah,
Well, what's the editorial content we're looking at? I was looking at the old one today, and the information in there, if they're talking about like council members and such, that's old news,
yeah.
but that's in, and we need to, I mean, I don't know why we would put that in there, because it becomes old news as soon as somebody moves out of council.
Yeah,
So it's, yeah,
the only editorial thing that I saw that would be like helpful was like the maps and
Yes.
the page that has like all the utility companies who to call for.
yes.
And like well, that's all I remember. That was, I mean, that doesn't age.
Yeah, everything else, you're right. There are a lot of things for aging in there, which, now the history, I think there was one for the history.
There was
part.
one for the history, yes.
I think that was pretty cool, but other than the things that do age, I don't know why we would use them, because things change. Before the next time we'll put one out.
I agree.
but I like the third page, so. No, we were doing this quarter page, right? So a third page would be bigger,
Bigger.
so we don't have the room for that.
I think we'll be okay if it's 27 pages, if all 90 of our businesses participate. And all of them turn their stuff in on time. Yeah. Then that means we only need 3 pages of
Editorial.
content, and we put like the map and who to call.
Yep.
For Ghostbusters.
If we need something else, throw the history in there at the top. I mean, that
Yeah.
doesn't.
I think that should be in there anyways.
Yeah.
I really do, I think that should be probably the opening page.
I think we'll be okay.
Mhm.
With marketing the town, you need to have something of the town in there besides the businesses.
But we can, that's what we're saying, the history, the map. I mean, I guess you can look up your utility before, and that could change too.
Well, does the history, we used to do a welcome package that the hit, that the pertinence, I didn't. The pertinence were who the utility company was and so forth. I don't know if that's still the case or not.
Or then we also do welcome packages, Shannon?
No, we don't.
But the website does show that information, right?
Yep,
So could we put maybe the website address in the cover?
we're on the front,
Yeah,
on the front of it?
yeah,
Yes, definitely, you can do that. 'Cause
Just-
you do put a lot of that, and then, like, speaking of utilities, there's so many power to choose now. We can't list everybody, but we can list the water because they're here. So there's very few, so I don't even know how much it'll take.
No, that's what I'm saying, we don't even need to list like the utilities, because those change too, they're putting a new cable provider and,
Yeah, spectrum stuff.
yeah.
so how do we lay out what we want to put in there as editorial? What is our determination? We want to put the maps?
I think the maps and the history, and that's your 3 pages.
Maps, the history, and what's the third one?
No, if I remember right, those maps took 2
2
pages.
pages, you're right, they did, you're right. I looked at them. Yeah, the maps, the history, and 2 pages, what do you guys think?
It'd be fine, and then just whatever advertisement we want to put in there, just use quarter pages on that to eat it up. And everything will be uniform.
Sounds good to me.
Jim, you good with that?
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like I said, the website, on here, the address.
Yeah, the address on the front.
Yeah. What pictures, is that something Lori's, providing, like, in the front, I think the last one, there was horses? Is
I
that what
thought
she's-
we were gonna tap Gloria
Yeah,
You thought
I think
Florida
that's where those pictures came.
came from,
Yeah,
and I think we used the one, it was on the top,
yeah. I
you
mean,
know,
that's
our little herd out there.
the corner,
Yeah.
the corner of the picture. Okay. I don't know that you got photos of that, but we can get photos of that, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you know what else do you need from us? I guess, Lori. She's in what process? I mean, I'm just trying to find out what she's doing. She's got information of the businesses.
Director
and-
Burris was helping with the spreadsheet, I can
Okay.
show you.
So we would just relay to her that we want the 2 pages of the maps and the history.
Yes,
Okay. And then on the cover. We want to do what?
You're talking about the horses.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna do for sure, right? Okay.
I think so.
Okay, I like it.
the technical term for that is downtown learning.
Thank you very much for bringing that to my.
There's downtown Bartonville.
Yes,
Yeah,
you,
we never
you
told
have to
you
drive through, that's pretty much.
Okay.
Where is it? What is downtown Bartonville?
Oh, you've been through it probably 100 times and don't even know?
Is it across from Kroger?
Well, it would be, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, anything else on the,
and just wanna make sure you don't wanna go any more pages, and you wanna stay at the quarter page ad, you mentioned something about third, but
For advertisements.
quarter page.
I mean, how that can even get broken up into A's if needed.
Should we have them do a quarter page and then see how much we have left? Should we have like a strict deadline for, to get the business?
Absolutely, we need a strict deadline.
you bet, what do you want that deadline to be though? What's it we're thinking?
March.
Well, I thought we had a deadline. I thought we set a deadline of, March 1st.
I thought it was the end of February, yeah, first.
Okay. What do you think? You just think March 1st?
Have we already communicated with them?
I'm not sure how Director Burris was getting the information
Okay,
for the business.
okay, so whenever she has the list done, and once we communicate with them, we need to give them 30 days.
And she's.
Whenever we contact them, then, so,
So if you contact them today, they got until March. What?
or we say, where are we at? We're in February. And we're mid-February,
February 12th.
but we haven't contacted any of these businesses, right?
Again,
A lot of businesses have already been contacted, and there's
Okay.
a lot of information already in the spreadsheet.
Okay,
We're just trying to set a deadline.
Yeah, I've got the spreadsheet up there behind you.
and
Do we know how many more businesses we have to contact? Any ideas?
yeah, I think we just need to wait till we hear from Lacey.
Okay.
Where she's at, and then, once we have confirmation, the last date that we contacted someone, go 30 days from there.
Yes.
So if we contact ABC Feed at the end of February, we don't have one of those. Okay.
So
Then,
we just need to get
Then
feedback. from
everybody
Lacey.
would have-
We need to get back to Lacey, when was the last time she talked to you? Right. Okay.
Sounds like it, and then I will let Lisa know business, but, the 2 pages of the maps that we have in here, history, and then we're gonna try to find a picture of the horses for the cover.
I think there's one on the website.
Well, I thought there was 2. Came to the website. Thank you so much.
That's all I had. Did you have anything to add?
Yeah. It's hard to get a hold of the businesses, so. And then Lisa was helping, it said she was gonna help, I'm not sure
Yeah,
how
that's
much,
good.
so.
Yeah, this is what they got. She said they got a good amount of the businesses are still filling up. And then she sent over a couple of sample ads that I can show you if you want me to. They are all different sizes. I did confirm to her today that we did want to stay with the quarter page ad, and thank you for definitely deciding on that.
When was her last communication?
Today,
Was it today?
Yeah, I reached out to her to get some answers for tonight's meeting. And then she gave me the, cost if we had to go up on the pages for editorial.
Okay. Are you researching now or? It's in the future. All right.
I can reach out to Director Burris tomorrow and see where she's at and get a better grasp of the list. And then also with Lisa at the magazine, and we can move forward from there.
Somebody get a picture of that corner. I don't want, I did not reach out to Gloria. I should have. I reach out to her and see if she's got it. Somebody's got it. We'll forward it.
Well, now we can get an updated one, should we?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, somebody in the last meeting talked about that they have it.
I found it on the internet, on the World Wide Web. It is on,
If we've cropped it or anything to put it on the website, we might need.
it's not on our website, it's on DentonCountyMagazine.com. All we're gonna do is go borrow it back.
That's our horse picture.
Borrow our horse picture.
We got the den on there. Okay, so we just need to send that over to Chanton, see if they can use it.
If you want to send it to me, I can forward it to them.
Okay. Any other items for Chanton Print?
So we're gonna give them 30 days then, essentially from today to get all this.
Well, we're waiting
in,
to
or-
see what Lacey's, so I guess I don't know who Lacey's contacted and who,
Lisa.
Lisa has contacted. So that's the mix right there, right?
Right, I can reach out to them. I was trying to leave it up to,
I don't mind reaching out to either one of them.
no, I can send an email tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll go from there.
I think we need to have it dead that date, though.
I would agree.
You know, I think, you know, since we're kind of this last month, we
Yeah,
probably need to use it end of March.
It's just really hard for us to have time to call these people, you know, so that's where the delay.
yeah, that's what's nice about Lisa saying she would reach out though. I thought she was doing it. So, but what do we want to set the deadline at? I mean, I understand it's hard for everybody to reach out, but how far do we want to push it out? Because if we push it out to the end of March, then what's the publication time on that?
So it's 30 days from the day that we give it to
So we put it out, you know.
them. And it comes out April. May, sorry.
They're a good push, I mean, with the May,
I mean, it is what it is.
okay? So I'm asking.
Yeah.
Are we good with that? Okay, so May is the first of, end of March as our deadline. March, whatever 30th or whatever the last day is, we'll get the information over to Chancellor. And then we have something hopefully ready to put out in May. That work for everyone? Okay. Any motions or anything on that, right?
No, sir.
Just discussion, okay. All right, if there's nothing else on item 2, let's move on to number 3 for the discussion of the financial report ending January 2025.
Thank you. January is very quiet on the BCDC front. We did receive $9,458.75 for total revenues for sales and mixed beverage tax and interest. That breaks out to $7,000 for sales tax and mixed beverage tax, and then $2,300 for interest for the bank.
So our overall balance is down from last year, right?
I'm sorry.
Our prior year balance was 51 and we're at 46. Am I looking at that right?
No, you're looking at expense. Year-to-date expense.
I'm looking on page 8 of your packet. Yeah, we are a little down from last year. At this time, we had 51,000 in revenue, we're at 46.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
So we did the whole gardening situation,
Yeah.
landscaping.
I'm just saying the
The
revenue.
revenue is down, but that's
What?
the economy.
And then very quiet on expenditures. All we spent for January was mowing and the water in the water. And that was $648. So we're still over a little bit on supplies. Like I mentioned before, we'll hopefully look towards the end of the year, we'll be able to do a budget amendment. Contracted services. We haven't spent anything in that category. And other, where our marketing is, we are over so far in marketing at $1,787. And this $13,787 that we spent year to date, that does include the $4,900 deposit that we paid for the magazine.
Okay.
And then, maintenance, the Old Town improvements, they did cut, spread over 2 fiscal years, so the 4,000 is polishing the horses.
Okay, wonder if it has an even number, I just didn't remember the price. Perfect.
That we're still looking good on maintenance and repairs. Evergreen's been doing a really good job keeping us on sprinkler heads and moving and stuff like that. We've got the well water.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, we're doing it well, right? Okay.
The last 2 months were the $41 for water, so we're back to where
Yeah.
we need to be, so that's good.
And did you tell them that we put bluebonnet seeds in those dirt patches?
I'm not sure if I did or not.
We might want to, because they should be starting to come up in the next 30-45 days.
I will let Evergreen know.
It's right behind the baby horse that's sitting down, and then that big dirt patch behind the big horses.
Thank you for that. All I needed to present on the, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer this one.
Any questions? 4,000, that makes sense, it's needed.
They had to wait for the weather to get cooler again, that's why it's a little near.
Okay. Anything else on the financials? Questions? Okay. Item 4, discussion of development activity, any new business perspectives, anything like that? Anybody, anything?
I know that, the ones that are replacing Casanova. I don't remember their name, they're still working through getting their, permit, their house permit.
Is it still gonna be a Mexican restaurant, or they keep it open?
It's Mexican.
As
I
Mexican?
can't remember the name.
I can't remember the either, but yes.
Yes.
And they're,
Mexico.
Yeah, yeah, it's right. It's still Mexican.
But it's not open, I mean, right, they're still working. Did they-
no, we're, we've given the information to Bureau Veritas to do the health inspection, and we're just waiting for them to come out and do that. And then yesterday, they were in yesterday, and had questions about their, TABC permit. They know that they've got to switch it over to their name before they can start selling alcohol.
Anything else, anybody hear anything? So, they're gonna put in a Tom Thumb, which, at Harvest. And then they, I guess HEB, that's leaked out that HEB is going into Argyle. So,
Well, Argonne is pursuing them.
Yeah, but Robson Ranch is supposed to be getting one.
yeah, that's when, I mean, it was them, so they're looking at numbers already for a location. So they usually don't do that until they're pretty sure that something is going to happen. So I don't know what they'll do to Kroger, but you guys figure there's a lot of people coming from Robson Ranch, a lot of people come from Harvest. What that'll do, there's nothing we can do about it, I'm just saying.
And they're also putting in, you put in a Papa John's and a Chipotle across from Whataburger, and then a tire shop on the other plat.
I wonder where's the Chipotle and a Papa John's?
Papa John's, if you're going towards Marty B's, go on the other side of Blanco, you're gonna have a Papa John's, Chipotle in one location. And then we have what's the name of the tire company, there's a tire company going in also. We got that information from Kevin a week ago.
So that's Lantana, right?
Well, yeah, it's Lantana, but it's still,
Yeah, I hear you.
it's in our city.
Yeah,
We'll get the sales tax from them,
We'll get that,
and it's not part of the grant, so.
Oh, it's not?
we'll get the sales tax.
Yeah, Whataburger. The rest of the way
West.
is not in.
that's Bartonville city limits?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was city limits, that whole side is ours.
I just thought it was across the street from Whataburger's, but I'd always been told. Interesting. They had that one lot left. Okay.
Not anymore. I agree with that, so.
And there's only one left, and that's one in between the Frakes Plus and Whataburger. Is the only, that's the last one, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
But the tire place is Bartonville.
Yes,
Yeah.
the tire place, Chipotle and,
And Papa
Papa
John's.
John's would
And
be.
we'll get the revenue, or the sales tax.
No. But you know, Chipotle, it's always busy.
Okay. Another pretty firm.
That's what they sent us 2 weeks ago.
A week ago. That's what
About a
we
week ago, we received from
Freshwater District.
Freshwater District. Yeah.
Looks like, Swig and, Andy are doing pretty good.
They're booming,
Wow.
they're backing up.
Yeah.
Man,
Dollar.
That.
Yeah, dollar day or
Yeah, I
something.
got calls about that. We went and talked to the management and they're working, they're just, they're just circling around and just trying to keep them out of the road, but yeah, they were very bitter.
They were lining them up behind.
They went all the way around and broke out, lining up behind Kroger.
It's just because they have free stuff.
Dollar days. What was that? It's something-
No, they were giving free drinks all
Really?
Saturday, yeah, that's why, that one.
Yeah, well,
I'm always the last one.
I didn't know about it either, so I saw the line, I was like, I wonder what that is, I texted one of my friends who's always in the know, she's like, they're giving away free drinks today, I was like, oh.
it'd be nice if they did that all the time.
It'd be great if they did that, wouldn't it? Just for Barton residents or communities. All right, anything else we need to know? Any concerns, questions? Items? Any future items? What you want for future item, young man?
Barricades.
Barricades.
Barricades?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, for our, what is it, our?
Special
maintenance?
events,
What is it?
special events. I don't know, what is our ability to do something like that?
Just go down 407 and fix them up overall.
Well, it'd have to be late at night with the police now around, I don't think.
Oh, you talking about barricades when we have the memorial?
Yeah.
You know, that was brought up today, and here's what we can do. We have to man those barricades anyway with the police officer.
Okay,
So like the last year, we had big barricades, but what we can do, we put a squad car in each end, put cones, we're done.
Well, I think
We don't need, unless you want them, you know, to me,
it's just another place.
we're gonna have officers, we're gonna have officers there anyway, so if you know, I don't, it's storage and things like that, but you guys, whatever.
Well, I think what, I'm confusing, but I thought so we're not blocking off the street for the next event. But they wanted to have something, so kids would run out the street, and is that, maybe Kathy said something about that?
No, it's more for the street itself, not for the kids coming in and out of
Yeah.
it, for doing the bounce house and all that stuff.
So you want it down the side.
Well, yeah, no, that was an assumption on my part,
It was just at the ends.
yeah,
Too.
you were talking about.
If you're mad, it doesn't make a difference.
Are we gonna shut it down?
Not, my last meeting, they said we were not.
Right, that was my understanding, you
Yeah.
weren't shut down.
Right. Yeah,
And then
it's just,
we-
you know, that's where we put the bouncy houses last time, and we had to wait for them to come pick them up before we could open up the street, and it was just cumbersome, waiting for them. So we were gonna do it just here, from the street in. And not.
So you want barricade right here?
Well, that's what I was thinking, but that's just me.
I mean, if you need, obviously, we wouldn't do that. I was thinking if you wanted to block off the road, we can easily do that. If you want to do it here, you may want barricades. And as far as that goes,
I don't know if the economic development can do that.
We were talking about that today, and we thought maybe since it's for the special event, just like we bought the Christmas tree.
Okay.
For the same lines, but I've got some answers today from the economic development handbook. I'm gonna go back and see how much money we have for marketing. It's already over.
Expensive.
Somebody
And
said they're like $1,000.
If you get those, I'm thinking those big orange plastic ones, not the, the big ones like you fill with water, I guess, if you want to.
They're like yeah.
Something like that.
They're like the barriers, like concrete barriers you see on the roads. You're
Yeah.
talking like Texas, they have orange or yellow ones that you put water in. And they're easier to maneuver, but
And probably either stored,
Where are you gonna put them?
well, in the storage space behind the building there.
From the storage unit with all the other things. that-
And the open air storage is where.
Yeah.
So if we can check into that, we'll add it as a future item.
we can definitely add it to the next one. I have some more information at the next one.
Did we ever kind of finish the discussion about the Christmas stuff? Everybody talked about it and then
In what, oh, no, you know
were we
what?
gonna buy it or not buy
Yeah,
it?
yeah, and that's something, it's been really weird, so I was tasked with calling, numerous, people that do the decorations for over there.
Mhm.
And it's like they've all disappeared after Christmas until, I don't know when, Evergreen, who's our landscape company. I've called them a couple times, they said, yeah, we're gonna send you to Joe, our Christmas guy. Joe's never gotten back to me, I called him 3 or 4 times, and I talked to Rachel with them, and she said, yeah, right now, they're concentrating on spring, they'll get back to you on Christmas stuff. I'm wanting it now, and they're thinking I can wait until September, October, well, I told them I don't wanna wait till September, October. Now, also now I'm finding it's a good time to buy the sled and such, but I don't know if those people, I haven't tried to call in the last 2 weeks. But I tried to call in January and got nobody in there, it was weird, it's like they all shut down for the month or something, and these are all, but one of the places is local up in Sherman. And they supplied our tree and they've got the sleighs, but we're looking at, a minimum on a sleigh of, I think it was $3,700. But it's an annual thing, and the other thing is, where do we store them? That's all the other concern that was, people were asking, what are we gonna do with this stuff?
We can add that to the next meeting.
Yeah, I think, and so, I know, Councilman Crandall was,
storage.
yeah, was looking at it, and then, because the one we had, the storage we have now is pretty cumbersome to get to. So, I think we're trying to put all that together, and then if we get a store, we gotta have somewhere to store it, right?
Right.
So if we don't have that, there's no way we can get it for keeping them else, we gotta change the storage. So, let's add that to the agenda, that will push me to push some other people.
Okay, I've got purchase of barricades and then Christmas/holiday decorations.
Yes.
The other thing I wanna revisit, because, we kind of stopped talking about back there too.
That went over to council. I got taken off our plate, and council was going to review and see what they wanted to do with that area back there.
Because, I wonder if it wouldn't be cost effective with him gonna be doing that big building, back there to just sort of kind of do it all at once, huh?
Yeah, I think, I'm not speaking for council in any way, shape, or form, but I think the issue, the concern was, like, the reason we didn't put, we tried to put benches over at the corner over there, and maybe a table or something, but we don't have a parks department. So who's gonna take care of that once that was there, the kids come over from Whataburger and eat, it's a good place, it's nice to watch cars go by, then they leave their trash. So we didn't have anybody do it now. Now, that's just the conversation I've heard, I don't know if that's the stance or not.
In our comprehensive plan, we do not have space designated for public areas.
Right.
So that pretty much stops the discussion until next time we bring up the comp plan to review.
Little barn up there for storage?
Yeah. We don't have, we can't use it for that, why don't we make our own storage?
Council is looking at that in the next agenda item, we have it to bring up to have a storage facility back by our.
Yeah, and my only wasted storage facility was mice.
Yeah.
I mean, they get into that Christmas tree, that's no good.
And we did get pricing back there to do all that, clean out and all that, but then like she said, the comp plan. So there was a plan to do that, it just didn't.
Can't go against her own comp plan.
Okay. What else we got? Anything else? If there's nothing else, at 6:32, let's adjourn the development meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Did